if you think about the amount of fucking money we spend doing other stuff, we could do that for everybody.
Yeah.
That could be done.
Yeah.
And it would fix a lot of the fucking problems we have with money in this country in the first place. Like the amount of influence that pharmaceutical drug companies have on us is bizarre. And it doesn't exist anywhere else but here.
I spoke to a woman who is from Chicago, and she worked for very wealthy Democrat donors in Chicago when Sanders was winning, when he had won that primary.
Right.
And they were very threatened by Sanders. So she was working with all of them, and they all went to D.C., and they all, met candidates. At one time, they were backing Buttigieg, and then they met Biden, and they decided even then he was like, they go, he's not with it. This was even then.
Oh, yeah.
There was a decision made that the best candidate to play ball, to unite the party, and to get rid of Bernie Sanders was Joe Biden. So all of the Democratic power brokers, all these big wealthy families, decided to line up and destroy Sanders and elevate Biden. And that's when she said she left politics, because she said she was so disillusioned because she thought her job was to help wealthy people make political decisions that helped people get health care or whatever.
Right.
But then when she realized that the job is actually to get rid of people who want to change the status quo, she became disillusioned. She left politics. But that was her job. And, so when somebody talks like that in the Democratic Party, Bernie Sanders was doing it, they get rid of him.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You thought he was interesting. You endorsed him. You said
yes,
he would be a very interesting candidate.
Well, I liked his idea of making things easier for poor people.
That's right.
I think giving people a path to get out of abject poverty is a good idea. And his idea of taking and funding all these social programs based on a small percentage, like a fraction of a penny of all these speculative gambles that the stock market's doing, maybe that would work.
But it was and then he came off your podcast and they go, he went on a transphobic podcast. The attacks started immediately.
Oh, yeah. No, it was CNN was the first. Yeah, they called the podcast racist and homophobic and all kinds of different things. And I found out about it because I got a text message from a buddy saying, "You okay?" I'm like, "About what?"
Right.
And they're like, CNN wrote a hit piece on you today. I go, for what? And they go, for Bernie Sanders. Like, what?
So this is you come out, you endorse a left-wing candidate.
By the way, I didn't even endorse him.
You
said probably.
You said you liked him.
I said I'll probably vote for Bernie.
He's anti-corporate. He's from outside of the system. And then immediately you're attacked. They attack the podcast. So it's and then Kamala Harris, God bless, but this woman is running on a platform of joy.
Joy is important.
Joy is the policy. The policy is joy.
I want to take what she's taking when you're laughing all the time. That sounds like fun.
The platform is joy. And there's people right now that can't feed their kids, that are immiserated for whatever reason. They're not doing well, and they don't have health care. And she goes, "Be joyful, and our joy is our work." It's crazy. It's fully insane. And I don't understand who that connects with.
Well, it's completely manufactured, right?
Yeah.
The whole thing is manufactured by the media and by whoever is running the country. Whoever's running the country, by the way, you're doing a great job considering there's no president.
Right.
We've had no president for months.
That's right.
Okay. Kamala Harris,
maybe years.
Sure. But Kamala Harris has been campaigning. She has no time to be president.
That's right.
Joe Biden is gone.
Right.
Every now and then, somehow or another, they let him wander over to a microphone.
Yes.
And he says wild shit like, "I like to take these Republicans and smack them in the ass."
Yeah. And then he puts a MAGA hat on. He's getting